Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. To most women, sexy is intangible. Now, y'all know me, my main thing is a man developing his sex appeal to women, of which the body game is the foundation. That's the foundation. It's always going to be the foundation. That's the foundation of what a man finds sexy in a woman. Ain't too many men going to say some busted woman is sexy. At best, he might say she easy. So the women the same way. Now, on my women's channel, I asked the women what they consider sexually appealing. And there's a link in the description box to the conversation. Now, you know what? It was a combination. They would say stuff like the physical part, but they also talked about the personality traits. Understand, that's the secret to really a man being considered sexy. It's just like a woman being considered sexy. It's a combination of her physical appearance, but then her receptivity and her femininity. Because, I mean, let's be real. I've met some straight up butch lesbians who actually had cute facial features and killer ass bodies. In fact, the nicest roundest ass I ever seen on a human female. Well, second roundest ass. First one was actually on a butterface, but the second roundest was actually on a lesbian. But I wasn't turned on by her. And y'all know I like asses, but I wasn't turned on by her because her mannerisms were more masculine. Well, it's the same thing with women, because a lot of times some dude, even with the body game, you still got to have certain personality traits that a woman might find considered attractive, and also just basic masculinity. Because a dude could have, he could have a killer body, be real handsome, or he can have some money and status too. But if his ass is acting effeminate, a woman's going to be turned off. Ain't too many. The only woman who might deal with that is a real masculine woman. And even masculine women, and a lot of real players, a lot of dudes who are really select, they can attest to this. Even some of them will get with a man on the low, depending on the man. They'll get with him as long as he know how to be quiet about it. So even them, they got that female part. So a man, if he's trying to he needs to really develop his, not just his body, that's the base, but then he needs to develop his personality. See, a lot of dudes, I'm going to tell you what, a lot of dudes lose out because they got a fucked up personality. Or they not expressing their masculinity, or they a shadow man. A shadow man is a dude, he doesn't give the full expression of his masculinity. He's more emotional. He don't have that mindset. But if you have the attractive personality, usually attractiveness, usually a positive type of dude. Because you got a lot of women, if you look at like the complaints a lot of women have about some men, they'll be like, he's complaining, he's whining, or he ain't doing, he ain't going out there taking charge or anything like that. If you had that personality trait that you're going to be assertive, you're going to be straight up, you're going to look them in the eye, stuff like that turns them on. And, you got some, depending on the individual, some of them say, well, he needs to be smart. He needs to be mentally stimulating. But he still need to look good. Because like I said in a podcast before about sapiosexuals, you got some women, they want to hear the man talk. They like, damn, he's real intelligent and stuff. And even then, you still got to have, that foundation of the body. They still got to like looking at you. But then to take it to the next level, boom. Because think about something, and I've heard women say this since I was little. They'll find some guy and they think he got the physicality, which I'm promoting, of course. I promote working on your physicality as much as possible. But if you don't have nothing to talk about, you don't have anything upstairs, they get turned off. They like, well, he was all right till he opened his mouth. In fact, in Nice Guys and Players, it's funny. Very few people talk about when I say advise men to read. Get some books, get some ideas in you. And also get in touch with your spirituality. Now, see, we never talk about there, but then that's a behavioral system. You're going to carry yourself according to like whatever your spiritual system is. You're going to interact with people. It's a operating system. And it also gives you a code. it also gives you a code, because that's a part of masculinity. Because remember, I said, I talked about the personality traits, but then just basic masculinity. A masculine man will want to impose his will on his environment. But even before that, will want to impose his will on himself. He will create boundaries. There is when you get a little deeper in metaphysical, you talk about the principles of yin and yang, which are just, the interplay of masculinity and femininity. Now, when you have that thing, and when you have like that whole thing, you got a physical presence, you got a cool personality. I'll just say cool. That's a catch-all. Now, what each woman consider cool is something different, but just generally positive personality. A woman feel good in your presence. Other people feel good in your presence. And then you just got that masculinity, boom, that hits a woman hard. And that's those intangibles. See, a lot of guys don't, and see, that's where a lot of guys go wrong at. They don't want to work on the body. They feel like they can wind their way to a woman wanting to get wet. That's just turning a woman off. And then they could feel like they can act just like the woman, and still she will want to turn on. Even the most receptive, most feminine woman doesn't want that. In fact, that's why sometimes you will see like some of those girly girls, and they be with some dudes, you be like, damn, that dude all rough and stuff. And just as an aside, the reason why, as long as he don't put his hands on her, or as long as he's protective, they good with that. That energy make them do something. You got that like assertive, tough energy, that masculine energy, that energy that say it want to go out and conquer, it want to go out and do, it want to go out and hustle. Man, that does something to a woman. Because a woman's nature is not to like go out and do it for herself. Even a lot of these independent women, if you tell a lot of these women, like these independent women, these hardworking women, like, hey, okay, you know what? This guy gonna come here. He gonna go out and hustle everything. All you have to do is be chill and feminine. Overwhelming majority will. Overwhelming majority will do so. I've seen women get soft. They get around that guy. Or they get that guy whose energy just come in the room. Not even his body. He might have an average body, but if he just got that energy, the woman like, ooh, they feeling it. They can feel it behind them. Women have told me it's like a heat. They can feel that heat from a man. But it's intangible, though. And it's something you can't fake. That's the thing about it. I know some dudes be on some, okay, fake this or that, fake having money and all that or whatever. And, if you get a woman who chooses to be dumb, yeah, you can get over on her. And remember, I specifically said if she chooses. But you can't fake being cool, having a cool personality for too long, because trust me, something stressful will come up, something, and whatever you guys going to show. And you really can't fake the masculine thing for a while, because that thing permeates how you walk, your posture, how your voice comes across, how you hold your eyes, how you look at her in the eyes. All of that affects that. So you can't even fake that. But all of those things, those intangible things, it's like your body is like the desktop, like the desktop computer. I know some of y'all don't even have that anymore. Shit, could probably get one for $150 now, because people ain't buying them like they used to. But it's like you got you'll sit back, you'll have that hard thing, but then the software that you put into it, that's what really makes it go. And so that software is important. So dealing with the intangible stuff is a thing that will get them hot. And you get a few people who can develop that, like they have it naturally or something. And usually those are ones you looking at them like, damn, how they getting women? I was like, ask the women about them. Ask the women about them, because they feeling it. They feeling it. So anyway, like I said, I put the link in the description box. I would ask that y'all don't go through, any men go through and be putting some unnecessary comment because you don't like what a woman said. I will delete. So anyway, that's it for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and many blessings.